Welcome to episode number 14, guys. Yesterday we did back to back. We did 3 episodes back to back, straight on. The reason I'm doing that is to not load a huge long video onto YouTube, but rather they be little small videos. But I wanted to play for a few hours, so that's why I decided to split them into 3 halves. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and then the last one was 30 minutes because I was enjoying playing the game so much. But again, we'll see in a minute here as we load up the game, just how far we've progressed. And also one thing I noticed too, guys, on my microphone, the volume of my voice on the previous videos are very, very loud. I'm very sorry about that. The reason why is because I've got a microphone and the manufacturer is called Blue Yeti. Now, at the back, the Blue Yeti has 3 knobs. One is to control how the sound is captured, one is for the volume of the headphones, and one is for the volume of the microphone. And I had the microphone volume almost all the way up and not realizing, and just recorded that way, and that's why if you play some of those, unfortunately it's very, very loud. So I'm very sorry about that, guys. But anyways, this is episode number 13. I'm getting pretty good at this. Episode number 13, and this is how far we've gotten with the best city in the world, Los Palmos. I'm still not sure how to rename the city, but we'll figure out that later. It's not a necessity. So right now, this is where we've gotten so far. We've got 3 little districts. The first one here, the main one, as soon as you come off the highway, right into the first main district, District A, District B over here, a little high-rise district over here, and then obviously you got District 3 here, which is another low-rise district here, and we've created a long path here for bike riders who want to enjoy themselves. Now, over the last couple of episodes, if you guys remember, I was somewhat unsure on how to find out what resources we've got in the ground. I did a little bit of research, only about 2 or 3 minutes, on our great Google. Everybody uses Google to find just about everything nowadays, and YouTube too. So if you want to find the best city in the world, just type in the best city in the world, Immaculate Tortoise, and voila, here you are. You'll find the best city in the world. So again, I found on Google how you can find out what resources you have in the ground. Now they said basically the way the map is laid out, it shows you when you look at it from the bird's eye view, which we are in right now. If you look at it from the bird's eye view, you can see it specifically. So they said the green areas, the really dark green areas on the map, looking at it from the bird's eye view, are the forests. So these are the dark green areas, and then you have the yellow areas, which are the ones over here. I think this is farming, and then you got the dark areas, such as this one's over here. I think this one's over here. I think that's oil or O-R-E, or I can't even say that properly. But again, they say that the dark areas are the oil. So you have 4 main minerals, as per se. Not necessarily minerals, because forest is not a mineral, but the minerals that we want to extract out of the ground is mainly oil, ore, and I think fertile ground is for farming. I think this is for farming, and this is for just forest. So those two really aren't minerals, but the industries that you can specialize in the game mainly are ore, oil, forest, and farming itself, really. So farming, ore, oil, and forest. That's where you can specialize, or you can just build an overall industrial area, which pretty much includes everything, which is over here. Now, yesterday we did do a little zoom in, and it was just appalling to see the condition of the industrial area. As you can see here, guys, it's like a barren, excuse me, not the barren, a barren wasteland with just, it looks like Mad Max, I'd go as far as describing this area as Mad Max. Look at it. It just looks dead and lifeless. Nature, the vegetation is just completely been decimated by the products, the unhealthy products, the pollution that's been pumped out by this coal an incineration plant, which I think it uses oil. I think this one uses coal. Excuse me, this one uses coal. I've got a new one which uses I'm not too, this one over here. If we can click on it, this one is an oil power plant. Okay, but this one uses oil. this one uses coal, and it's the result of that is just it's decimated this whole green area. And on top of this, we have our sewage over here getting dumped into the river, and it just looks unappealing. So again, this is why I said to you guys, sorry about that, guys. I'm pretty sure you know that. So what I don't like about this is just this whole segment over here is just unappealing because it just breaks the aesthetics of the city. To be honest, it's not even looking too bad, you know. I did say yesterday that I did not really like the layout of Los Palmos, the terrain. I don't really favor the terrain because it's just mainly like I like it as one big giant whole terrain, so I can build different segments. But here you got rivers, you got I thought this was what do they call these things, this body of water here. I thought it was what did they call it? You know, where it's pinched over and it's deep. We'll think about the word a little bit later. We cannot think about the word of it right now. Lagoon, that's it. So I thought this was a lagoon, but it's just a body of water that's enlarged over here and working its way down this way. So this is a source of a body of water, and it's working its way down this direction. And still we've got this waste, human waste more or less, getting sewage waste getting pumped out into the into this body of water, and it's making its way down here, and it's just unappealing, guys. It does not look good at all. But on the positive side, so far we've got this little nice district or community that's facing the beach, as per se, so it's not too bad. We've got a few issues. We got burglary, we got rubbish, garbage issue, but these are things that happen in day-to-day life, not just in city skylines, but this happens in real life too. But it's nice. It's not awfully shaped, but again, it's not the best. But again, this is the first game that I've played in a long time. I haven't played this since 2013, guys, and I've just recently got back into this. So again, this isn't too bad. And then we have this is the low-rise community district, the low-rise residential area, and then we have over here the high-rise residential area with a little. These are the tower blocks, the flats, the apartments, all bunched up within this little oval, as per se. And over here is the high-rise commercial. You know, you have the retail, you have a commercial, and then you have the offices, the high-rise offices, the work for the highly educated, and then we have our education facilities are here. We got library, we got university, school, primary school, all located here. So this is what I think I'm gonna do is this is gonna just keep on growing and become a huge high-rise district, working its way from about here, and it's just gonna occupy all of this here, and we work our way this way, and we'll see how that turns out. So this road, I'm gonna update this into a double-laned road, and I'm gonna make all of this into a high-rise zone, and then we'll keep it that way. I think the high-rise zone will be this direction, and everything else will be low-rise this direction. But again, the thing I don't like about this is just the pollution of our little industrial area, industrial region over here. You know, I just don't like what it's done. You know, the industrial district, what it's done to the ground, as per se, because it's polluted. It's completely killed the aesthetics of the game, but it has also killed the vegetation. It just does not look appealing. So again, I found on here we can find out more information about the city here. I completely forgot that this was here, but this is the info views. And again, we want to find out what we got. So natural resources, there we are. Brilliant. So like I said, this is oil over here. The green is forest. The blue is ore. So we got ore throughout here, and then fertile land is over here. Interesting. So instead of okay, so we've built these communities right in the forest, but that's good. We like trees, and I've got farms over here. I suppose we can keep that. Maybe we can just keep it low-rise. Who knows? But I'm playing this for 10 minutes only, guys. I mean, for 20 minutes. Actually, 15 minutes. But playing for such a short time, you cannot really get time to proper plan. You just have to go with the flow. And the majority of this game, as it is, I've spent 10 minutes talking about describing what I have built here. Pretty much, so I don't think I'll even get a chance to actually do any building for this game. But we've got some large infrastructure over here, a railway line and a cargo terminal for trains. I was gonna say planes, but a cargo terminal for trains here connecting directly here. So this is gonna increase the value of the city, but it's quite far away from the major population, from the major population districts. But it does the job still. But that, like I've said, the only construction I'm gonna do here, again, because I've just realized that this is fertile land, I might have to turn this into farms and rather than having to make it high rise. And this is what I was saying about Los Palmos. I don't really like it too much. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because it just seems all over the place. Because I want a combination of low rise and high rise buildings. And originally I was planning on going this direction with my high rise buildings, but because of the fertile land over here, I'm now just turn this into farms. But again, we've got ore which is in the ground here, around near in the body of water itself. Again, I don't know if I don't know whether you describe this as a lagoon, because it could be just a lake, but a lake is not the source of a river, and this definitely is a source for a river. This is where the river begins. So the river source is circular, and we're pouring just waste water into here, blue water into here. So it's unfortunate, but we've got no choice at the moment until we update, until we've got to the next milestone and we're able to get better facilities, so we don't have to deal with this. But my biggest issue is just this, because it looks like a wasteland. It looks like a barren wasteland, and I do not like this, guys. So here we are. So this is officially the best city in the world. That's the name of the city, the best city in the world. If you look at my thumbnails, you can see that it says the best city in the world, but I'm not too sure how to properly rename that. But it's not a rush. We'll do that later. But that's the thing, though. I have said that I don't favor Los Palmos because of just the layout of the land, the terrain. But again, that's the challenge of it. Can we still build something amazing, right? This is the best city. Can we build something amazing? Can we thoroughly plan? What I can do in my spare time when I'm not playing this is just plan what I'm gonna do with the city. But I don't want to do that because I want to be spontaneous. I want to be in the moment rather than having to, just plan all day. I just want to be in the moment because it puts the pressure on first and foremost. And I just don't want to think about the game as per se. We have an issue here. I've always sorted this issue out. Basically, we had won't allow me to add a bus station. Drag a line to add a station. Cool. What is this? Oh, I see what it's doing. How do we bring them up? We can this one here, that's what it thinks it is. And we got this blue line here. I think it thinks I've created another blue line, which I have, which is very peculiar. Over there. So I should deal with that. It was just flickering. That's a bit of a irritant. But some of the major issues in the city so far, we cannot really see them because the city is still growing. We've only got 12,832 people within the city. So it's still growing. And again, I've spent pretty much the whole game speaking to you guys, letting you know what's happening within the city. And again, we haven't built anything of major importance, but my next goal here is to build this right here. I'll show you what it is. What way is it? This right here. This, I believe this Grand Mall. Is it a Grand Mall? Tax office. courthouse. There is a building. If you build it right, it immediately improves the the technology within the city, um, the the modernization of the houses within the city. So right now, when you first start off, there when the houses are built, or the other buildings within the city they're built, they are more or less old type buildings that don't have the latest building technology or building techniques and building materials as per se. So they're very uneconomical first and foremost. Secondly, they cost a lot to run. Thirdly, they're not as efficient. And there is a building, one of these buildings, one of these special buildings here. If you are able to, if you're able to buy it or unlock it as per se, it automatically begins to increase the what's it called? There is something I'll show you in a minute. The level. There is a specific level that you have to increase to improve the type of buildings, the quality of buildings. Aquarium. So I'm pretty sure it's the Grand Mall. Science. Pretty sure it's a Grand Mall. Monuments. Won't even allow me to do that. So this is what I'm talking about here, guys. Give you an example. You see this right here, guys. So this right here shows the level of the improvement in the building as per se. This star, this house, same icon with the star in the middle. It shows the level of the house, because the simplest way I can explain this is it starts off from a hut, those little huts, and improves to where you have the modern day housing, the different types of building material, the different types of roofs, just to improve the the quality of the house. So the people who are living within this neighborhood, all of this, the way it looks right now, it's gonna completely change. It's gonna completely change the way it looks, and it'll be more efficient. It will be more economical, and more environmentally friendly. So the result is the city just looks far more better. But again, I did notice here that yesterday as well, we got the mountain, or the hill, excuse me, the hill in the far distance of here, which I do like. This is one thing I like about Los Palmas. They've got this hill over there in the far distance. That's pretty cool. So maybe we can build a little something nice over there. We don't want, I mean, we can maybe put a nice little footpath or something, maybe parks and stuff at the top of the mountain, and then have people live at the bottom of the mountain, and they can go for walks at the top of the mountain, just explore and just live lives, I suppose. And over here as well, they've got more mountains, so it's pretty cool. I like that. But which means we're gonna have to unlock and head in this direction of here, if the game does allow for that. So basically, I just noticed this. So you have this body of water here, this source where the water begins and then works its way out towards into the ocean, or into the sea. I'm not too sure, but again, I've just noticed that the waste is going into the ocean. But again, we've got to deal with that. We'll deal with that later. So I spent pretty much the majority of this game just explaining what's happening, which isn't too bad. So 20 minutes explaining what's happening, how far we've come. Maybe I might play another. I will play back to backs today as well. So once this gets to 20 minutes, I'll stop this recording, then I'll start another recording, then I'll play. But I've explained as much as possible what's happening in Los Palmas. But again, it's not called Los Palmas, it's called the best city in the world. So if you're new at this, guys, hit the like, hit the share and subscribe button. I need a subscriber, just one subscriber, guys, and be part of the best city in the world. I'll see you in episode 2 of volume 2, but these are back to back, so there won't be really much of a difference. So once we get to the next 20 minutes, we'll hit the stop button. See you in a second. Bye bye.